baseball. Here's Kikuchi's first pitch, and that one is right-handed batter. Here's the next pitch. He takes a big cut, presented by Mount Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it should be. This is the 11th start of the year. It's a little bloop down the right side. It's going to be 18 games last year. And then the third batter will be
2.75 ERA.
And there's a chase and a miss.
Been the top of the order, the 1, 2, 3 guys.
Just a little shy of a strikeout an inning. First pitch on Wagon. Here's the next pitch. Swing side. Shonowell has a play. Right-handed batter in the next pitch, and that one moves him off.
Angels had to fight back in that game to win that.
Swinger. Next pitch, and he is backed up, spread apart for the most part. That's a little bit low. And here's the 3-1, and that's right in there for. And here's the 3-2 pitch, and that one missed out. Here's the pitch on Norby, right-handed batter, and that's. Here's the delivery, and that's outside. Winning streak coming into tonight. The pitch, that's on the outside corner.
Right now.
There's one that's fouled the second baseman, playing up the middle for the most part, but line fouls and delivers, and Utter softly hit near second. Stopped there by Renhefo. Stowers, and here's the first pitch, and that's called 866-440-87.
Difference between lefties and righties for Kikuchi.
Is it on the National League? 309. He's going to slice one in 9 batting average, and here's the first pitch. That's. Here comes the next pitch, and that's on the 100 games. Here's the pitch. Ball right in the coaching box of the 32 seasons coming into this one. They have won a couple. First pitch was in there on Hill. Here's the next one. That's outside. 1 out, 1 on. No score in the second. Next pitch. He lifts that one. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. Big A. Here's the pitch. That's outside. There's a lob toss over to first base, payoff delivery, and it's on its way, and he got him.
Slider was working in that last start, and it's
batter.
And he's coming off 7 strikeouts in that game again.
Comes to the plate and misses low in the 1-1 pitch. That's fouled off. And here's the next pitch, and that is a called 98 season. Here's the next pitch to right field. This ball is deep and out.
Clearly hits over, right?
Chief review
For him right now.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed.
This is like and for Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward was talking about the run he's on.
Part of the infield backed up, and the first pitch, and here's the delivery, and that's on the outside. Here's the next delivery, and he checks on that. He's ready. Here's the next one, and that's outside. 2-2 pitch, and he chases Allen and driven in. He also had 22 steals, so he had a twitch, and that is a called strike on the outside corner. And the next pitch, that's outside.
That last start against the Dodgers threw it 32.
And there's in the right field. That's going to drop in. There's a pitch on Wagaman. He's taking that one. Is in there. Day roster. Here's the next pitch on him, and he day roster. Here's the next pitch on him, and here's the pitch. That's low and outside.
Hall of Famer.
Here's right center. It's hanging up there for Soler. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a called strike. Here's Kikuchi's delivery, and late on the swing is 2 on Lopez. Next pitch, and that's a little bit low. There's the pitch. It's a little bit low.
Have played well in minor league ballparks this year.
There's a little parade of the minors today. Here's a routine fly ball. Connor Norby, and the first pitch, he goes after that one. Here's the delivery, and that one flight from Sacramento, but the Marlins were all. Kikuchi with the next pitch, and that is a little. Here's the delivery. The batter, Connor. Again, the payoff pitch, and once again fouled off. Kikuchi's next 3-2 pitch, and that one just a little. Here comes the pitch. It's lifted foul over on the lowers. And he's taking that one. Here's the next one on the lefty bat down. Kikuchi's going to be called first time up. Here's the pitch on its way. That one misses. Peyton McCullough, first year the count. And here's the next delivery. That's a liner down. And there's a runner now breaks for second. Relay up to Renhefo. And here's the pitch. It's in hard as Lugo. And when we get to the bottom of the. Here comes the pitch, and that's fouled off on the right on Hill. And the next pitch, that's a shot. Knocks the glove off, picks the ball up.
And it hits his glove and kind of just. He looks safe.
And here's the pitch. This right to first, fielded there by Shotwell. And here's the pitch on its way. But that one is holding up, making.
Situational hitting for Taylor Ward. Hit his.
And here's Kikuchi's pitch. That's on the outside part of the. And here's the next pitch. There's a bunt, first base side. It's.
And he would have probably done that.
Here's the delivery, and that one missed. And there's a pitch. 4-0 10-inning Angels win over Tampa Bay. Here's the pitch. Low and in. Kikuchi ready. The 3-2 pitch. Reaching at that one, fouling.
More than his fastball.
3-2 pitch. This is and here's the pitch on Wagaman. Foul tip, and here's the next pitch. Up in left center field. That's going to Dreddy, and he delivers. Pitch is low and away. It was in the 2022 season, and Lopez. And the next pitch, he fouls that one off on the. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A little bit low, it misses. And here's the pitch. Things up here in the 5th. There to. Kikuchi's thrown 92 pitches in this ball game, so this. Here's the next pitch. Here's the ground ball, third base side. Here's a pitch on Stowers, and there's a squeeze recorded pitch. That's a little pop into left center.
Work out.
Pitch on Nick. Ball to short, second for one.
Hey.
3-0 Angels here in this top of the. 0-1 is the count. And the next delivery, that's low. Kikuchi's 1-1 pitch. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that's low. So here's the 3-1 pitch, and he walked them. And here's the pitch, and that's fouled back behind the plate. And here's the pitch. He fouls that one off. And here comes the pitch. That's low. Good block there by Dar. And here it comes. Checks on that one. And the next pitch, he walked them.